All right, back again. Another great leg day at Elite. I brought up today quick warm up on the StairMaster. I'm going to go into some middle of the knee work. From there, get into some light leg curls. We're going to hit an all-around leg day. This is going to be week 5 of a Mega Beam Mountain Dog training program. Absolutely killer. Lots of triple drops and death sets today. Enjoy along. On for another hard, heavy leg day. So after 3 minutes on the StairMaster and rubbing some Arctic ball on my knees, quads, and hamstrings, I'm gonna get into this mobility work. If you want to see the full detailed descriptions on everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it, I have a mobility video that you can look to towards the beginning of my YouTube release. My goal is to get my back, hips, quads, hamstrings, everything turned on so that when I get into my leg curls, I feel nice and warmed up. All right, if you didn't learn from the first video, do the stack. Multiple sets every week. Your hamstrings will grow, I promise. Kicking off every leg day the exact same way, lying leg curls. After a few warm-ups, I'm gonna get right into 3 working sets followed by a 4th death set triple drop. With this lying leg curl, what I'm thinking about is driving my hips into the pad, keeping everything stationary and locked in, and then just driving up explosively and squeezing my hamstrings. If you notice, I really control the negative here, and I'm going for 8 to 12 reps on every warm-up set before I get into my 3 working, followed by the 1 death set, which is a triple drop. That's how you grow fucking hamstrings. Just like video 1, non-working sets, just trying to warm my hips and adductors up. So I did 2, what I will call warm-up sets, so they aren't working again, of just 10 reps on both the adduction and abduction. Luckily, I had Ty in the gym with us today, so he could help strip plates. So it was a triple drop here as well. So I went 8 plates, stripped 3 from each side, did 5 plates, and then finally stripped to 3 plates per side, and just did 8, 8, and then failure on the last set. Good. More, bitch. Second quad exercise here, hack squats. Nothing fancy, worked up to 6 plates, and then we had to do a triple drop here as well. My first goal was at least 8 reps with 6. I got that, then we pulled 1 plate down to 5 and did another 6, then pulled 1 more plate down to 4 total left on the reverse band hack, and again, got 6 more reps. This was a perfect work set, and essentially an extended work set, meaning I only stripped 1 plate per side each time, so that did not feel like we got any lighter, but just as many reps total. So you're looking at essentially 20 total reps. After the hack squat drop set, I had to get right into a 30-second quad stretch. And again, just trying to sit back into that and fully stretch my quads. My VMO at this point is completely trash, and this stretch is a great way to really get all the blood that's knotted up in there out. Here's the money exercise of the day. This is the Bulgarian Split Squat death set. My goal here is to think about driving down controlled and coming right up to 3/4 and really squeezing that working side glute. I started with 80-pound dumbbells, did 8 reps, followed with an 8-second iso hold, then dropped down to a 60 for 8 and 8-second iso hold, then a 40, and then eventually a 20. So that's gonna be 32 total reps in 32 seconds of holding before I rested 3 minutes and then got into the other leg. This takes heart. This takes willpower. There will be multiple times that we will feel like quitting, and especially after the drops at a leg press and on a hack squat, my legs were fucking toast. But this is where you dig in. This is where you make progress in the off season, and this is what, in my opinion, when it comes contest time, shows those deep cuts and striations in your quads that everybody wants.
Hey. 4, 5, 6,
Those first 2 aren't nearly as bad as the last 2. Everything fires: quad, hamstring, adductor. Your glutes will be showing like crazy. Don't cheat those holds either. You can count to 8 really fast. You can count that shit really slow. What I think when I'm counting is moving up slots and calls. 8th place, 7th, all the way first. Makes that shit a lot easier to suffer through. Time to stretch my hamstrings out. This Legends piece feels really, really good. I'm a huge fan of that hammer strength deadlift platform, but Dwayne has this Legends piece which works independently in each arm and feels just as good. I'm getting a good stretch on the hamstrings. I'm thinking about taking my hips back, getting a slight pulse at the bottom, and then coming up 3/4 lockout. I'm not trying to squeeze my glutes here. This is all about hamstring stretch. So I did 3 sets of warm up and then followed it by 1 work set for 4 pull each side for 10 reps. And to finish up today, 2 sets 10 to 15 reps on the reverse hyper. All I'm trying to do here is stretch out my lower back after those RDLs and then get a good squeeze on my glutes here to finish up my leg day. That's what every leg workout has to look like. It ain't pretty, it's not easy, but you will see growth. It's how much pain you can take, how hard you can push, and try to pound more weight on each week. When you do anything fancy there, there's a bunch of drop sets and a lot of pain and pump. Another great leg session in the books. Nothing fancy, all triple drops with some RDLs and reverse hypers to finish it up. Give this leg day a try. You will not be disappointed.